Last session, the Orphans discovered that Spider-Wasp had been abducted by a group of mercenaries called the Skrull Kill Krew. They arrived at a warehouse with some shared history between some of the members of the Orphans, a former ROXXON property that once housed the lab for Professor Power and a drop-off point for some Hulkbuster type armor that was used against the team known as Rock and Redeemer. The Skrull Kill Krew were to transfer Colin over to the Dogs of War. The Orphans successfully fended off both groups in an all-out dockside battle, downing the Dogs' airship in the process. In the aftermath, they rescued Colin and uncovered information on where he was to be delivered, an AIM facility in the historical district of San Francisco. That's fun to say. Colin was to be delivered to Darren Cross, a former associate of Hank Pym who went rogue a few years back. The Skrull Kill Krew are suffering from a degenerative disease resulting from the splicing of Skrull DNA into their cells during a volunteer program during Hydra's infiltration of S.H.I.E.L.D. They are now working with a rebuilt Project Pegasus, who has promised them a cure if they could deliver war scrolls to them for study. And before we started recording, we were kind of doing just a little bit of a brush up on, all of this stuff. So if there's anything that we really kind of need to recap outside of that, we certainly can. So if you guys have any questions about any of that, I should be able to answer most of that for you.
Just one thing for clarity, if you don't mind, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That group was going to give the Skrulls the cure for their degenerative disease. What is the difference between the Skrulls were Skrulls like a certain type of, or like a certain race of Skrulls then?
War Skrulls are an advanced race of Skrulls that were bred specifically for duplicating people's powers, and that is what Colin is. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I just didn't. For a second, I was like, "Wait a minute, how's that different from any other Skrull?" But I'm with you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are his clones War Skrulls considered as well?
I don't know how to answer that. I do know how to answer that, but
you won't, because you're okay.
I think so, but I don't know.
All right. So where we did leave off was Clonin had disappeared into the wind while you guys weren't paying attention, and Colin was just coming out of the cryogenic freeze. So I would say at this point, Colin probably begins to stir and is beginning to come to for you.
Everyone's been neutralized, right?
Yep. I mean, some of them are still, up and about, but you did make the phone call to your contact within Stark Enterprises,
Mm-hmm.
and he is sending someone out to basically round them up and put them into a containment unit for the time being until you guys figure out what you're going to do with them.
Nix is gonna go over to the sarcophagus, I guess. Whatever, and as Colin sort of wakes up. She's gonna gently like tap his face, and then de-ink her, her hand in her face, and give him a kiss. It's like, Colin,
Yeah.
you okay? Can you hear me?
Lilith?
Yeah. Is this you, Colin, or your clone?
Yeah, it's me. What?
You had a clone. You
Yeah?
fucked up, Colin. You fucked up.
What do you mean I fucked up?
Your clone's in the wild. He's gone.
He's in the wind.
Okay.
Yeah, but we saved
Okay.
you because
What,
you were
what,
captured.
what the
Yeah, you
Skrull
remember that
Kill Krew, where
place?
are they?
Yeah,
What happened to them? Where are they?
They're down around us. Just like kind of look around once you get up.
While they're doing this, Mr. Cuddlebear is going to kind of go to each one of them and like try to collect a bit of DNA sample.
From each of them. There's I think maybe a couple of them that are conscious at this point, but they're hurt, so they're definitely not going anywhere. How are you getting those samples?
I think that's code word for claws, right? Yeah, exactly. That's the only way I know that my cat takes my DNA.
Right. So essentially, yeah, I'm going to kind of, since the armor has like a claw system, basically try to envision like a bit of like a hollowed point at the end of it, so they can basically do like an injection kind of thing, or withdraw a little bit.
All right.
And that's what I'm going to be doing while this is going on.
You get
Sure.
creepier and creepier every
Mhm.
fucking
Yes, you do.
episode. It's
I
like,
trust you less
oh, I
and
have
less,
hands
Mr.
now.
Cuddlebear.
Ooh.
Well,
I'm
these
just
people
gonna
need our help. They're dying. They're like infected with like
Sure.
alien
Yeah.
DNA. I might be able to help
Sure,
them.
yeah, we want that DNA.
Well,
you
Shatter says, let's hurry up and collect it, though, because there is a clone out there. We probably need to find out where he's headed.
you
Yeah.
came and saved me, Lilith?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you not remember coming to me?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was real or not.
It wasn't. It was a dream. But it was it was real. It was in a dream.
I know, so I wasn't sure if it was real or not. Wow.
Yeah.
What's-
Well, I came back and I found your
what's
clone.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
left-
clear it
I
up.
left I left a clone behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every-
He pretended he was you.
I told him to,
Yeah.
because I didn't want them to worry about me.
Yeah. You'll have to ask him what happened between us.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
What do you what? What is going on here?
Mr. Calderbear will jump in with while he's doing this, like, your clone has become enamored both of Nyx and with life itself, and wants to be reabsorbed into your consciousness.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could see him being enamored with Nyx because he's my clone. What do you mean? What's all that other shit?
It seems that he wishes to be his own entity.
Okay.
I do not know what to make of this.
I mean, what?
He knows quite a bit about us.
Oh, he's got my memory, Nyx. Or Lilith.
Yeah, you
He's
keep
got my-
on agreeing with me, and I'm like, okay, so you do know what I'm saying. Do you just not understand why it's a threat?
What did he do?
How about we get you home first? Then we can
Yeah,
talk
what's?
about.
I mean,
It wasn't a huge. He didn't kill anybody. He
He is
just broke
my
trust.
hero. Yes.
Okay, let's get somewhere safe. What happened to everybody around here? Where's my grandparents?
We haven't found them yet.
Or any sign of them, in fact.
Do we have any idea where they are? I mean, did you talk to anybody before you incapacitated them?
The guy who opened the chamber for us.
And I can't remember if we actually found out. I think we did.
You didn't necessarily find out anything about his grandparents,
But we knew where they landed, right?
And who
Somewhere in the
hired them, I
desert.
believe. I think we found.
you know where you know that they landed somewhere in a barren landscape, desert kind of landscape.
Yeah,
That's
I knew
about
that.
all you know. Now, the one thing that they did tell you is that the Skrull Kill Krew had been hired to bring in war scrolls, and if his grandparents have the war scroll DNA, it might be a logical step to assume that they might be either captives of either AIM or the Project Pegasus potentially.
Now, would that mean that we know, or we should assume that they're at least on the run? Or could they be completely oblivious still?
His grandparents?
Yeah.
No, they got it. We can assume that, I think, pretty safely.
That
Can we?
that
Okay.
is the assumption from the hologram that was sent
Yeah,
to
that's
Spider-Wasp. Yeah.
I mean, have you guys figured out? I mean, did you talk to? I mean, these guys were coming after me, so they had to be coming after my grandparents. Did you find anything out?
Enough questions. Can you stand? Because we need to get out of here.
Basically, the thing about
I'm going to try to stand, try to get out of the sarcophagus.
Yeah,
I think
you're weak, but you can get up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good.
Nix will help.
Let's just get somewhere safe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's do this.
Is the compound still safe?
Well, it depends if your clone has done something in the last 5 minutes, but I think we're relatively safe being there, at least for now.
Can you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also, Colin, can you not sense your clone?
Can I?
I think you can sense that he's out there, but
I mean, I know
exactly where, no.
he's still there. Yeah, but I don't know where he is. He's not in range.
What was
that
the
I
plan? Never mind. Let's go back. Let's get you somewhere. I don't know. I think what hot soup is in order. I don't know what it is that
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
give
could use
people
some
out of
rest.
cryogenic freezing.
Is their ship crashed, right? Is it like crashed in the water, or is it? Like
It's
It's-
partially in the water.
Yeah, it's partially submerged.
Mhm.
All right, wonderful.
And just kind of look around.
Definitely non-functional at this point.
What the hell happened here, guys?
We came to rescue you. Come hell or high
Thanks.
water.
All right.
Hey, Cuddle Bear,
Yes.
you want to take a quick run through the ship, see if you can find anything of use?
Yes, I do. Because I do want to like part of it's submerged, which kind of sucks. But I do want to kind of see if I can maybe get some kind of scent for like his grandparents. I will kind of assume that their scent is somewhat similar to Colin's scent, and it's
Okay.
different from like a human scent.
Mhm.
It smells like wet dog in there, actually.
Right. Wet dog and balls.
Rude.
I wasn't going with the balls, but yeah, sure. That'll work too.
And my
Colin, do you know?
Why didn't I call karma? Why didn't I call
Oh
karma?
shit! Good job.
I rolled a 2, so I don't
Okay.
And we start off well.
Needless to say, there's no scent that you can pick up on in there. I will probably say you might want to roll a reason feat.
that I will call karma for. Is this just giving me a reason? I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Mhm.
I'll just call karma. I can take it to a 31, which is definitely green, so I'll take it to a yellow.
Okay. One of the things that the Dogs of War did tell you was that they were sent there by AIM to pick up this transfer, to pick up the sarcophagus. And what was in the sarcophagus, they were not told. They were just sent there to pick it up.
Oh, that's right.
But
AIM is working for Project Pegasus. Is that correct? I know the kill guys were working for Project Pegasus.
Yeah, kill guys were working for Pegasus, and these guys were working for AIM. The Dogs of War were working for AIM.
Okay, but there still has to be some kind of connection because, like, if they're doing this to get like the cure for what their disease is, and their cure is involving like the guy like Colin, like I don't know. I feel like
AIM had to have known what was here. The War Dogs may not have, but AIM had to have known what was.
Yeah, exactly.
What was here, So there's something going on between the two of them. Maybe Murdoch can help us look into it.
Yeah, I feel like AIM might be the next good lead or good link.
And then, if you were wanting to kind of scope out the ship, was there anything particular in there that you were really wanting to salvage?
Well, now that you mention it,
I thought that's what you were looking for, other than the scent.
well, yeah, originally I was just going to go in to try to like see if I could find clues about his parents, but if this is like some fancy schmancy like Quinjet type of thing, oh yeah, how long has it been since we left our base? Roughly.
Maybe about an hour or so.
Okay, so if it's been more than an hour, I don't have engineering anymore. But I can just do it again. Yeah, I am gonna see if there looks like there's any kind of tech that could be useful. Particularly like it's yeah, actually let me try to get engineering. Engineering is a good catch-all. I'll call Karma for that. Let's just make it 45. That's green. So I have engineering for another hour. And then I'm going to specifically look for anything that I could use to possibly salvage back for our headquarters. Specifically, like it had some sort of shielding technology.
Mm-hmm.
Something that maybe we could use for like me and Colin suits, if not necessarily like the base in its entirely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a reason feat for me.
Okay. And then I'll call Karma for that. Currently, my reason will be unearthly.
But
I rolled a 23, but I did call Karma. And that's actually still green. And I will go ahead and take that to a yellow too.
Okay. So you are able to figure out the device that projects the shield around the ship. So that's certainly something that you can, with some help, probably disassemble and remove. You also are able to figure out that there is a cloaking device on the ship as well, and that is also salvageable.
I'm gonna say, hey, Shatter, can you help me with something real quick? And telepathically kind of call for him.
Hey, I'll head on out there. And now this thing is submerged in water, and I don't necessarily have a way to get there. Nix.
It's only half submerged.
It's just half submerged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just the front portion there. Yeah.
I thought he had to phase through underwater. All right, then in that case, yeah, then I'll kind of march on and have him show me what he's found and help dismantle it as we, to get it salvaged.
Yes, we can use this shielding and cloaking technology.
Sure, we'll have several uses for it. Let's pack it up and get going.
Yes, thank you.
One thing before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of these guys has something on him that was blocking my powers.
Yeah.
I want to try to find it.
Yeah, I think you guys did, I believe.
That was my clone.
Oh, it was your clone. Did he
Yes.
take it?
I don't know if he did or not. He disabled it at least because he had his powers when he left. But I
Feels
don't
like it's
remember
something
if
he
he
would
took
take
it.
personally, but I don't know.
But I know one of these guys has something on him.
All right. Well, you can make a reason feat,
All right.
or actually maybe intuition. And then I would say Shatter and Dragon or Cuddle Bear, if you guys want to roll
Yeah.
reason feat.
I would share what I'm doing.
Okay, to dismantle.
Yeah.
That I'll let you guys do that. Shatter, you can take a +1 column shift because of your work with Professor Power. You know, this is similar type technology that he used.
And
I'm calling
forgot to
Karma.
I
write
also
this down. 30 and
What's that?
30 is excellent, or
20 is excellent.
What the hell am I on?
so the next one up then is
Karma.
Would be remarkable.
Holy
Oh, remarkable.
shit.
Yes. Oh, all right. Karma.
Yeah,
I'm
There
rolling
it is.
shit. I can take it to a green to figure out what was
yeah. I was gonna say
blocking
I
my powers.
yellow. I could take it to a red, but I feel like yellow's probably fine between the two
Yeah.
of us,
Yeah, that should be fine.
especially if I'm
And yes, Colin, you should be able to figure out who it was that had that, and it was
Ryder, wasn't it?
Riot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, not Riot.
Ryder.
Ryder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll take. It was an amulet around his neck, right?
Not really an amulet, but it's the same like disc type thing. He just has it on his jacket.
Gotcha. I'll take it from him.
What are you doing, Colin? What?
I think this is what was blocking my powers at your apartment, at my apartment.
Hmm.
I want to know what it is.
Do you have your powers now?
I'll try to.
make a clone of yourself.
I'll try to go invisible.
Don't you dare.
I'll try to go
Yeah.
invisible.
Yeah, and you can.
Can you see me?
Clonan had turned it
No.
off.
So,
I'll
so
go back.
this,
I'll go back visible. Yeah, I have my powers.
so it's not about being. It's not a proximity thing. They have to turn it on.
No, somebody disabled it. Maybe it was cloning. Or either he has to be in control of it.
So, do you know where your grandparents are?
Yeah, no, I have no idea where my grandparents are. I mean, I
Do
imagine
you know that they crashed in somewhere arid?
Yeah, that's.
But do we know when, by chance? As she's crafting a large cylinder to
say
fly us
maybe-
back home
I would say maybe a week ago.
a week ago.
I mean, it's been what, 2 weeks since the blip.
No, it's been longer than that.
No, it's been months now. Yeah.
Oh, has it been months now?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, depends on how long my grandparents realized that my parents were gone.
Would they have gone to seek out your parents?
That's why they came here.
And your parents were at that place? We went to a place to find you. The last place you were.
Apparently, my parents have been in communication with my grandparents since we've been on Earth, and I didn't know about it. They never mentioned them to me. They acted like there was nobody. That we were all alone. That we ran and we were all alone. And now I have grandparents that know I exist and came looking for me and my grandparents and my parents. It's pretty friggin' weird for me, okay?
It is weird. I get
I
it.
don't. I mean, my
And
parents.
I get the idea about the clone. I understand it, but you didn't think this all the way through.
No, you're right. I did, but I was alone. Is anybody else within earshot right now?
I'm
No, you
always-
know what? You know what? I don't fucking care.
I don't think they are, because I think they're still working on the ship, so it's probably just
But
the
I
two
don't
of you.
care who hears. And in fact, I'm opening up communications when I say this. But you know what? I found out Cuddle Bear, he had a backup plan in case we couldn't control Nyx to off you.
It wasn't to off her.
I couldn't
That's
control.
understandable.
There's a part of me that understands that, but why wouldn't he include all of us in that? I don't know.
Well, he
who
wouldn't
I
tell
can
you
trust.
because you're so close to me.
That's bullshit.
Couldn't trust you.
That's
And right
bullshit.
now, I couldn't trust you either. And she kind of just like pokes him in the chest. And it's like, you
So-
might be another clone.
I'm not a clone. I'm not.
That's what a clone would say. I'm just giving you shit. They wouldn't put a clone in a sarcophagus. But, Colin,
I needed
you
some
have to
alone
understand
time.
the risk that we have now.
I needed some time to myself.
I get that. Truly, I do.
And I wasn't. Yeah, you should, because you left me.
I left. I didn't leave you.
You did. And I couldn't trust Cuddle. I barely friggin' know Shatter, even though I trust him. Tiana, the fuck knows who she is. What was I supposed to do?
Hey, I'm right here. This is an open channel, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he did
Yeah.
open it up to everybody. So
I meant it to be, and I meant it to be. Because if we're going to be a team, we need to know exactly what everybody is fucking thinking. And I'm sorry, I created a clone and hid part of what I needed from you. And I won't do that again. But we're a
realize
team.
that we need to figure out what to do with the clone.
We'll figure it out.
Uh-huh. All right. For now,
But right now, let's get the shit out of here before somebody figures
we're
out we're
waiting
here.
on the pussy to figure out what's going on with the ship.
We are finished. And Colin, I did give a heartfelt apology to what I thought was you, which turned out to be your clone.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get back to the base.
I'm just saying.
About this time, you guys see a Mark II Quinjet coming in over the Hudson to come and pick up the Dogs of War and the Skrull Kill Krew. Dr. Armand is there with a small team of Stark Enterprise flunkies that begin to kind of help you round them up and get them in the Quinjet and put restraints on them. And Armand says, you know, he'll take them. There's only so long that he can hold them without alerting the authorities, but he says that he can probably buy you guys about 24 hours.
That'll work.
Shall we go home or do we head off to San Francisco?
Ooh, we should definitely go home and regroup, I feel like.
Yeah, I also
I'm getting some natural rest.
I'm okay with that. It's-
Freak,
I
what
don't
did you
think we
say?
should-
Sorry.
I feel like we need to go check on home.
Yeah, and I don't feel like we should rush off into trying to figure out where my grandparents are right away. Yeah, I want to save them, but we need to plan this more than thinking about it on our way.
Right.
Well, everybody, hop aboard. She's got a little solid like disc for everybody to stand on. It has like a waist high sort of guardrail or whatever, and some seats. She's upping her game.
Nice.
And she'll just raise it. Everybody gets on. If everybody gets on, she'll raise it up through the ceiling and then jet off towards at a tilt. So everybody hold on to their butts.
I will hold on to my butts.
All right, well, you guys are able to make it back to the base, and everything seems to be exactly as you left it. There doesn't seem to be any presence here of cloning by any stretch. Everything is just like you left it.
Hey, Colin, can you sense him?
Not near. He's there, but I don't know where he is. He's far enough away. I can't figure out what's going on with him.
Cuddlebear, can you tell the difference between the two scents?
I don't. They're basically identical, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No. They are exact clones. They're exact.
Are you not trusting me right now?
Nix de-inks and goes and finds a seat and kind of just like,
Aren't you naked?
yeah. I thought I'd like to read retro that. Not always be naked. I think that was a drunken thing that I did. Really gets
All I
in the
know
way.
is mine.
Yeah, neither did your
I
clone.
forgot about that.
Okay.
Thought I corrected that the last session, but I guess not.
No, you didn't. You can always partially de-ink if you want. You know,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have that same issue anymore. So, yeah, I can partially de-ink.
Okay.
You should get some rest.
What can I do? It's me.
Yeah. That's what a
Now
clone
that
would
that
say.
does not make me think you think it's me. A half-hearted, yeah. What? Does this help? Read a club.
She punches him immediately.
Me or the club?
Ow!
You.
Oh, him.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. I flipped the club.
Mr. Cuddlebear will telepathically link just to Colin and say, maybe you should kiss her.
I
Hasn't worked the last 2 times.
I'll walk up to Lilith. I will reach a hand out and towards your face. Can I?
She goes in and kisses you on the nose and says, "Bring me pizza." And then she goes over and to the wherever she can go to lay down on her breast.
Okay. I will go down into the kitchen, get a Totino's pepperoni pizza out of the freezer, put it in the oven, wait the 8 to 10 minutes, bring it to her at wherever she is, sit down next to her, lay the pizza down, and go, "It's me.
Yeah.
Enjoy your pizza," and walk away.
As he's walking away, Shatter in the room just goes, "Oh, fuck's sake." Colin, let me ask you something. You unilaterally decided what you knew best for our feelings. And back in the warehouse, I heard you say the words, "I need to be alone." So I do know that you know how to say that. That is all you ever had to say. And we could have given you your space. But instead, you unilaterally put us at risk and yourself in harm's way. I'm having a little trouble getting over this, and a goddamn pizza isn't might be enough for Nick's, but look, you've done a lot for me since we've met.
The only defense I have, other than feeling like I was backed in a corner because Mr. Cutterbear betrayed my trust. I don't know why my clone reacted the way he did. I apparently overestimated the power that I thought I would have when I created them. I would think they would act exactly the way I did, and apparently I have an independent streak in me that I didn't know I had.
Yeah, underestimated, Han. Underestimated.
Yeah. Sorry he did what he did.
And I'm going to do something as the GM here I try not to do, but I'm going to speak up as Theania since she's not here. And Theania says, Shatter, he was grieving. I think we all know, because of who we are, what loss can do to us. And even though he knew Nyx was still out there somewhere, what we saw happen back on that other world in the dreaming, he finally was able to express himself and show his true feelings to Nyx. And that was abruptly taken away from him. And it's not Nyx's fault, because she needed her space. And I get that. But we've all lost somebody. And maybe Colin just didn't know how to react. This is maybe the first person in his life that he's had feelings for other than his parents. And he felt lost, just like I was lost. I had nobody. I lost my parents before the blip. And the only family I knew were my sisters from the Red Room. And in an instant, that family was gone. And I didn't know what to do. So was it shitty that he did what he did? Yeah. But in one sense, I can totally understand it. And in a way, I think maybe he didn't want to leave you guys alone. Us alone. He's kind of been the dad of this group since I've been around.
And that's since you were in an insane asylum, correct?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
We are all but children still, trying to navigate this new world that we find ourselves in. So perhaps we should all try to cut each other a bit more slack. and know that even though we may stumble, we do have each other's backs and each other's best interests at heart. And then I start licking my balls.
Wow, you're more limber than I thought you were.
Yeah, no shit. Pretty good for an old man.
That really hurt.
Colin is going to walk over to Nyx and try. He's going to look her in the eyes, grab her, and try to pull her in for a hug. Is Nyx allowing this?
She's got pizza, kind of like eating.
That's fine.
And she's like,
That's
okay.
fine.
All right.
Nick and Colin is going to just pull her in and go, I love you.
More dish, please.
And then Shatter, seeing all this, is like, look, I'm just pissed, okay? Friends, families, everybody gets pissed at each other. You pissed me off, and I just want you to own it. It doesn't mean I don't have your back. And I get it, Tiani is right. I know too, grief is a fucked up thing. Just let me be mad for a minute. I'm telling you now, I'll get over it.
I think I have a very fucked up understanding of love, and I'd rather reserve it for when I understand it. But I like you a lot too.
For you. Thank you. And he kisses her.
And she gives him a slice of pizza.
Thank you. And I walk away with that slice of pizza, look at Shard and go, I wasn't pissed at you. And I eat your pizza.
Shatter, you mean, right?
Yeah. And Shatter. Wasn't pissed at you.
That's fair. That's fair.
And thank you, Tiani.
Well, I think we have a clone to find.
Ugh. Can we sleep first?
I think I have grandparents to find.
That too.
That too, yes.
I'm more worried about my grandparents than my clone. From what you guys have told me about him, he's going to go out and live his best life. If I come within range of him, I don't know.
Well, we need to actually make sure he doesn't come in and take stuff from here. How do we do that?
Mildly concerned he may come back for you to establish himself as the real Colin. You weren't here, dude.
Yeah.
You was a little weird.
He was weird.
Yeah, that
Like
was going to
how? How was I weird?
You weren't here.
He was
What do you mean?
actively trying to sabotage our attempts to find you.
Had I not gone in and kicked him out of the sarcophagus room, he may have ended you and replaced you.
Oh. So he's that kind of clone.
Right.
He's that kind of weird.
Now, of course, grandparents totally get it. But I'm not ready to just blow off the clone. Like, I don't know. One way or another.
He is not near us right now.
Well, that's
And
good.
if we leave, we'll know if he gets back in this place.
Well, only if we're around here.
Well, there's security here. We can
Yeah,
set
the
it.
security is coming, so that makes me feel better. Is there any work? When did he say they were gonna install all this?
It hasn't started just yet, but should be starting tomorrow.
Wonderful. Okay.
I mean, they'll leave people here for us to guard against.
But if you
Oh.
show up and ask and demand things,
But if they know I'm with you,
how are they going to tell the difference between, it's an emergency, I had to come back early, and
radio,
radio? Okay.
I'll be with you. They can radio you, and they'll know if I'm
I
there.
don't have a radio on me.
guys are worried more about this than I am.
Yeah, because you didn't see what happened when I
Right.
walked up and said, "Hey, we need to open this up," and he said, "I got this. Go away. Don't worry about it. Go away." And I said no because I knew the little shit was up to something.
You tried very much to dissuade us from even entering the building.
Yes. I don't think he really wanted you back.
Right.
So, that being said, we can go and take off. We got to go to San Francisco. We can do it in the morning, or we can go now if we must.
I think we should
But-
rest first.
All right.
And I'm saying that as I'm me. I want to find my grandparents. But I mean,
Well, the
what are we
best
gonna?
place to
I mean,
find
what,
them is going to be.
yeah.
in
What are
San
we gonna?
Francisco.
What are we gonna do when we get there? I mean, we need a plan.
Yeah. Lead us.
And Nix, they did give you the coordinates of where that
Oh,
base
yeah.
was located. So
Beep boop. Here you go.
We'll try to. Well, we don't have any computers yet. We can use Karen to try to see what information we can get from
Yeah,
applied
Karen.
mechanics.
Karen, pull up these coordinates.
she does, and she pulls up a warehouse area within the historical district of.
It's
San
always a
Francisco.
warehouse.
And it's always a warehouse. Yeah.
With the warehouse. Shatter gets an idea upon seeing that. What is it, like a hologram she projected for us? Got it.
Yeah.
The version of Karen that you're equipped with, does she happen to have access to any stoplight cameras around the city?
Karen, do you have any access to cameras near them?
I'll see what I can do for you. Yes.
Yeah, she's kind of limited because she's been cut off from the Stark network.
Ooh, just gave me
And
an
say that
Yeah,
Spider-
that happened back when
Yeah.
Tony didn't like me that well.
as she's going through them, you might have her look out for someone that looks an awful lot like you.
Karen, keep an eye out for scrolls.
I'm not sure how I can do that.
You can shapeshift, right?
Neither am I.
Yeah.
Look out for.
She's got access to the cameras, but she can't actually analyze the footage that they're feeding.
Well, she wouldn't be able to discern a disguised scroll.
Fair
Exactly.
enough.
Um,
Oh yeah, because he does have your powers. Shit, I keep forgetting.
Karen,
Yep.
keep a lookout for any airships like the one we were just at the warehouse in New York.
Mhm.
It might actually be helpful to keep an alert out for any acts of vigilantism. He is still you at heart, so he still will step up in heroic times, I believe.
You think my clone went to San Francisco?
No, I meant like here. If we can keep an eye out for like any news of like, masked hero saves the day type shit.
Well, if Clonin comes back to our facility, we should be alerted, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
here, but I just mean to help kind of, because he's going to have to set up a base of operations somewhere. And if we start picking up like little upticks of heroism in a particular area, it could help narrow down our search.
Brilliantly thought out.
I can set up a parameter around this building easily.
Building will have to do for now.
Hold on. I'm gonna call Matt Murdoch.
Okay. This is Murdoch.
Hey, Mr. Murdoch, this is Colin.
Yes.
Yeah, need your help on something.
Shoot.
You're pretty wired in on the comings and goings of everything in this area. I would think, being who you are, correct?
I certainly keep tabs around Hell's Kitchen for sure.
Well, if you could explain span that reach to the entire New York area. I kind of created a clone of myself, and he's gone rogue. And I don't know exactly what he's doing. And we're worried that he might try to sabotage our base of operations. So if you could throw out, if you have contacts or anything of anybody that's doing
Now, why would a
vigilante stuff, we'd appreciate it. What were you saying, Shatter?
Oh, I just said, why would a blind guy need contacts?
He has the same abilities that you do.
Yeah, we'll just go with yes on that. So that means he could be anybody. He can definitely change his form, but he's me for all shits and giggles.
Well, as you know, I know how to spot you.
And I know.
So I'll keep an ear to the ground, shall we say.
Gotcha. If you could, if you do have people you trust, I trust you to let them know. He's done some things that my group has made me aware of that make me worry. That he wants to be independent of us. Meaning he tried to stop them from saving me.
I see.
From a group of they say Skrull killers. Yeah, that's who I got taken by.
Well, obviously, I don't know how your abilities work. We've only had a few discussions, but I know a little bit about you. This ability that you have, is it something that you can easily recall him?
Only if he's within a certain range. And he's outside of that range right now.
I see.
Have you sensed any other Skrulls in the area recently?
You are the only one that I've come across.
Okay. If you do sense any other Skrulls in the area, can you let me know? Because I've recently found out I have grandparents that are looking for me, and we don't know where they are right now. I think they're in San Francisco.
San
But
Francisco.
I'm not 100%. It's a long story. I think they were caught by the Skrull killers and taken there. So yeah, that's where we're going.
Okay, well, that's a lot of news.
Oh, trust me, I just woke up to this about 3 hours ago, maybe 2 hours ago. So yeah.
Well, rest assured, if I find anything, I'll certainly give you a buzz. You'll be the first person I call.
So we're gonna be leaving the base soon.
Heading to San Francisco, I take it.
Yeah, I believe so. So if I show up here, let me know.
I understand.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
You should have a code word.
Oh
But
yeah,
when we get back and you call him back, you know, come on.
I'm gonna have a code word. That you should ask me.
Okay.
And that code word is I trust Cuddle Bear.
I'm supposed to say that to you?
No, you ask me what the code word is and I'll tell you that.
Okay. I understand.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the update, and I'll be in touch hopefully soon. We're working hard on your situation right now.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do for us.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Now hang up. Boop. I'll look at Lilith. Do you trust me now?
Ask me later.
Means after the sack. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right, so what do you want to do then?
Rest, and then we're going to San Francisco.
Yeah,
As far as what I understand.
All right, so we're taking a long rest. We get all our spells back, and
Right?
Yeah.
Question though.
Yeah.
The damage that the clone took, or do I come out with it of the sleep with any damage? What was my damage beforehand?
You did. I went on ahead, and for those of you that did take damage during the battle, and for Spider-Wasp, I healed you up already.
Okay.
For
what I'm seeing on the screen is my current health.
Current health, yes. But after a night's rest, then that will bring you up another step on your endurance.
Yeah. Okay.
they can't touch
And
me.
I think that should take everybody but you up to full.
Just as an alert, I can't edit the character sheet in Foundry, but I have my own Google Doc that I have edited, so I just don't know if we figured out how to edit.
You should be able to, if you right click on your token, and you'll see your health at the bottom, and then type in a number like I just did right now. It took you down to 20.
Yeah.
And then if you right click it and then highlight that 20 and then type 180 in there, that should take you back up.
Yeah, I'm referring more to my karma and everything else.
Oh, all that? Well, you should be able to do that.
On the freeform sheet, it's a bit of a pain to get it to actually.
Yeah,
I can't update the freeform sheet. That's the thing I was getting at.
If you go to the freeform sheet and like what were you want to do, karma?
Yeah, well, anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if you right click on the numbers that you want to click on,
got it.
then you should be able to do that.
All right, it was the right click that flummoxed me. Thank you.
Gotcha. All right, no problem. All right, so you guys take a night's rest, get up next morning, and then you want to make some plans as far as what you want to do when you get there.
Well, we need to scout out the facility that we think is AIM. They're going to have massive amounts of security.
Right. We did. So I mean, I know AIM. Do we know our characters? Have we done any research about them yet?
No.
Because that was going to be the first thing I suggest is let's find out who these guys actually are.
Yep.
We don't have any of our computer systems set up. But we can try to see what Karen can bring up about whoever AIM is.
You could ask. You have the facility. You have the armor, so.
Oh, awesome. Then yeah, I'll basically ask her to bring up everything she knows that we can find out about AIM, and basically have her like give the Chat GPT summary of them and play it through like a speaker in the armor.
Absolutely, Mr. Cucklebear. Advanced Idea Mechanics, better known by its acronym AIM, was a scientific research and development agency funded by Aldrich Killian and funded by the United States government. Advanced Idea Mechanics was originally conceived in the late 1990s as a privately funded think tank for scientific advancements. Killian wished to engage in biotech research and spent 13 years dodging the US president's ban on it. Having recruited a woman by the name of Maya Hansen, the two created Extremis, which Killian used on himself to augment his ability and rid himself of his ailments.
Extremis is.
Killian's what's that?
I'm asking him what is extremis?
Extremis is an advanced form of genetic manipulation created by Maya Hansen and Aldrich Killian using nanotechnology.
Oh, okay.
It grants the human body the ability to heal and regenerate from physical damages, deformities, and even psychological damages. This also includes the regrowth of severed limbs in a very short time span, various physical enhancements, as well as exothermic ability.
Fascinating.
Killian's goals for AIM changed, and he intended to use subjects who received the extremis treatment as soldiers, employing everyone exposed to it as personal assassins. Killian hired a failed British actor, Trevor Slattery, to pose as the Mandarin, the supposed leader of the terrorist group called the Ten Rings, and claim responsibility for a series of bombings across America, which were actually just failed extremist experiments of AIM, whose subjects exploded from their bodies rejecting the treatment. AIM, whose public image was not linked to these attacks, had secured military contacts with Hansen leading a team of 40 scientists in her research. Ultimately, Killian intended to have the Mandarin kill President Matthew Ellis. To this end, AIM designed the rebranded Iron Patriot armor. With the Mandarin in one hand and the President in the other, Killian intended to take control over both the war on terror and the American government, as well as sell his extremist soldiers to the United States Armed Forces, ensuring AIM would make billions of dollars. However, Killian's plan was thwarted by James Rhodes and Tony Stark, the latter of whom defeated all the extremist soldiers, while Pepper Potts killed Killian.
Oh. And so what became of this extremist formula? They still have it?
I do not have information on that front. It is believed that all of the extremist soldiers were destroyed during the battle with Tony Stark.
The soldiers, but not the technology that created them.
I do not have any listings on what happened with that particular technology. It is believed that that was all destroyed in the final battle.
So we should at least be prepared for some sort of super soldiers at this facility, or whatever they've come up with in lieu of such a formula.
With Killian down and no longer in charge of the organization, the mere fact that the organization still stands begs to question who is now in charge.
What do you know about Project Pegasus? Or what can you tell us about Project Pegasus?
One moment, please. Project Potential Energy Group, Alternate Sources, United States, abbreviated as Project Pegasus, or simply Pegasus, was the name of the joint project between SHIELD, NASA, and the United States Air Force to study the Tesseract and harness its power. In the 1980s, project leader Wendy Larson, who was in reality a Kree named Mar-Vell, used the Tesseract's energy to create the light speed engine in an attempt to end the Kree-Skrull War. Following Mar-Vell's death in 1989, the project was terminated. In the aftermath of the Battle of Puente Antiguo, the World Security Council and SHIELD reactivated Pegasus to continue their attempts in harnessing the power of the Tesseract until the actions perpetrated by Loki rendered the project defunct.
So a project designed to combat Skrulls ended up hiring these Skrull killers to kidnap a Skrull.
So it seems.
And it all goes back to AIM. Perhaps they're trying to use the Skrull DNA to perfect their extremist formula. Who knows? This is all speculation.
Real quick, how big is this campus again? This place we're headed to?
The warehouse, as far as that goes, she's not able to get any kind of specs as far as what this place actually is. She has the location, but no idea on what the interior of this particular building would look like.
Not necessarily the interior, but do we have an idea of like landmass wise how much area this place is taking up?
Satellite imagery here, Nathan.
The
Google
coordinates that she gave you, or that were given to you, basically kind of focus in on a warehouse district within the historical district of San Francisco, and it gives you basically like kind of an alleyway address, or not address, but I mean like. It's literally giving you just like number coordinates that kind of coincide.
Like GPS coordinate.
Yeah, it's like a GPS coordinate, right? So this is where the Dogs of War were told to basically deliver the package.
Okay.
So it might not even be their base, it just might be another drop-off.
Could be.
Karen, I think before I was taken, I asked you to try to locate points where spaceships may have crashed on Earth during the time that my grandparents may have arrived. Were you able to come to any conclusions on that?
We're gonna roll and see. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Yes, you were.
Give me 1 second on that, because I was not prepared to answer that question tonight.
While he's looking that up, Cuddle Bear, to your point about it just being a drop-off point, that actually may benefit us, because if they were going to drop it off anywhere, somebody's got to come pick it up, wait for them, follow.
Yeah.
Do you think we could pose as them?
If we had their ship, certainly, but without it, that might be a little more problematic.
We've got their ship. We can go get it.
Nick's fucked it up pretty bad.
That's not going to
look good.
happen. It's not functioning.
She crashed that shit.
We're lucky to have salvaged what we got.
Yeah. It was
We
very.
didn't make a clone.
The clones are helpful. They've been, up until this one recent point, they've been really helpful.
Shut up, cat.
And now all of a sudden we've got a Meeseeks on our hands.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me.
Being supposed to be alive this long, it's getting weird.
In the Mojave Desert, okay, and that's where Karen is able to pinpoint where supposedly a UFO crashed within about 2 weeks after the blip. So it was right around about the time that you guys met
It
up.
keeps on crashing there.
Okay, so the Mojave Desert, then they went to San Francisco.
It's possible.
There's a part of me that wants to go check out the crash location first, but I can't think of a logical reason just to not go for them.
Right.
And that would have been, now in your timeline, that would have crashed about 2 months ago.
I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think going to the crash location first is going to help us at all?
On the way.
It is on the way, but I feel like it would just further point us in the direction we were already going. If we find anyone there, it is likely that they will lead us to the same place.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
gonna
we'll
lead-
find anybody, but we
It's
might
going
find
to lead us to
something.
the same place, but we may find something
It
that
is
can help us.
You are the lead on this, and it is your family. If you wish to go to the desert, we will go there with you.
I have a feeling they may, it's alien spacecraft, they're not going to leave anything behind.
If it is,
So if they've got the spacecraft, it's probably in this warehouse in San Francisco. But
depending on how big it is, if it's in such a way that they can't move it, they might just erect barriers or stuff around it and post guards. Anything's possible. That's a beauty.
I know let's go to San Francisco. They didn't leave anything behind. That's what I think. Does anybody else think anything otherwise?
Honestly, I agreed with Cuddle Bear when he said I think it'll just point us in the same direction. I can't imagine what of further value would be worth the trip.
It's only if they
The only
left
thing I
stuff
can
there.
think
That's
of
the only
is
thing.
my parents had this hidden thing in the apartment that they couldn't find. That maybe my grandparents left something at the crash site. That's my only thoughts.
I mean, it is on the way. If you want the peace of mind, we could easily do it.
Let's do it. Let's go to the crash site. Try to find the crash site first. Karen, can you load those coordinates into my systems?
Already done.
Okay.
Oh, that she does in a blink of an eye.
Karen's my bitch, not yours.
She's actually a whole lot faster than what I am. So
No, I'm just giving you shit.
Ditto.
all right. So how are you guys getting there?
I assume it would be me,
Yeah, you're going to be the fastest.
so I can make my exact opposite of an invisible jet. Just a giant black tube. So yeah, I can create some sort of thing that I would move at. Now, the one question I have actually is:
Mhm.
Is this going to be my flight speed, or
Yeah.
is this my dark energy control speed?
I think it would be your flight speed.
All right, that will be remarkable.
Okay.
How long would that take to get across country?
That's an excellent question.
It's a remarkable question.
Mhm.
Amazing, even.
A little bit better than an excellent.
Let's see here. Oh, why did I not do that? Oh, I didn't. Okay, hold on. I gotta look that up.
I'm pulling it up on my range tables
38.
right now.
38 hours is the drive time, so.
Mhm.
I was going to say I have the range table, but like it's
You got the range table.
it's
On remarkable, what are we looking at there?
Remarkable is
I mean, which one?
225 miles per hour.
Okay,
Oh.
so I mean it's like a plane ride then, essentially. So
A slow
I mean,
plane ride.
yeah. So we're talking probably
Like 6 hours, 8 hours,
How many miles did you say per hour? I have the-
225.
225.
mhm.
I have a calculator right here. Give me just a second. I can tell you
Yeah.
exactly.
All right.
His calculator is attached to his camera.
Apparently.
That's okay though. That's about 11 hours. 10.9.
From New York to there.
At that 235 miles an hour, yes, it's about 10 hours.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That's going to be a long flight.
You need a layover somewhere, probably.
I'll need to pee.
Or you can just pee off the side of the thing.
I
Nothing
purposely
wrong
wait
with that.
until we get over Texas.
Can it be over Texas?
Sure, why not? You can piss on all the red states. It'd be great.
All right, so you take a little rest stop on the way, grab a little bite to eat, and end up in the Mojave probably towards early evening, or probably early dusk, just as the sun's beginning to set. And you go to the coordinates that Karen has given you, and you're out in the middle of the Mojave Desert with red rocks and dry sand, and no evidence from what you can see of any impact out here at all. Now you can make I would say, reason or intuition feat if you want to look a little deeper.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, let's see, what would that be?
I'm gonna call karma. I can take it to a red, and I
Okay.
would.
Well,
All right. So in this area, I mean, really, really looking at it, you can kind of tell that the ground in the area that this is pinpointing has kind of been overturned. There's no real evidence as far as how it was done, but it looks like something has certainly been covered up. Because the ground appears to be a little bit more fresh in this area than it does elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But anybody just walking across it without really looking at it wouldn't notice much of a difference at all.
Okay.
As
There's-
we're walking around, Shatter is like, essentially, it may not be visible, but if there's anything that got buried under the dirt that was glass, I'm just trying to manipulate any spare glass in this area to come up. Give us
Gotcha.
an idea if there is anything.
Okay, yeah, you make a roll there.
For matter control?
Yep.
Karma. Good thing I did that.
ouch.
Yeah, I'll take a drink.
Okay. So you are able to pull up a fairly massive amount of like glass particles from the soil here, and it kind of swirls around you in little bits and shards. Most of it is just naturally formed glass, and just under the heat of the sun and the sand and all of that. I mean, it pulls a ton of this stuff out. Now there are other little bits and fragments, that look like it's, maybe pieces of broken bottles or other, like little trash items, that people hiking through the desert, have left there, and it's been sitting there for years. Make an intuition feat for me.
Okay. That is going to be... Okay. Karma. Oh, all right.
Damn, son.
I'll
Okay.
take it.
So within that, there's a few pieces of glass, and I'm talking like maybe 3 or 4 pieces out of all of this stuff that's kind of floating around here. And yeah, I can see you out there just kind of manipulating it and pulling it towards you and just giving everything kind of a cursory glance. But all of a sudden, a piece floats in front of you, and you're like, okay, that's weird, and bring it back. And these couple of little pieces are thicker glass that is probably about an inch thick, and they're broken off shards, and they're kind of like a greenish blue color, but fully transparent and smooth on 2 sides, but where it's broken, obviously, jagged. But this glass is glass wherever it's from. I mean, it down to its molecular structure, it is glass. But this is unlike any other glass that you have ever really seen in this particular type of formation and the polish and so forth.
Okay. And so, yeah, I'll take each of those pieces kind of out and kind of let everything else drop around me. And I walk up to Colin. I'm like, "Does this look like anything you recognize?"
For you, not necessarily.
Looks like glass.
Okay.
What's I mean,
I just don't understand. I mean, I understand there being a wreck out here or, something they were aiming to do.
what do you
but
mean?
this-
This place it looks like nothing's happened here.
I'm not saying necessarily that something did. I mean, maybe plane lost something and dropped. I mean, maybe nothing happened, but this being out here is weird. I don't know. This is just different. I've never
What do you
seen
mean
anything
weird?
like that.
Different. I mean, like, you mean from another planet?
I find no, but it definitely isn't from anywhere I've ever seen, studied, or
Karen, perform a molecular structure analysis on what Shard has.
Shatter.
Shard thing, same thing to me.
That's a different character.
This does appear to be glass, but it does not appear to be terrestrial.
Oh,
You mean it's from another planet?
Glass is glass, but the total makeup of this has extraterrestrial qualities to it.
interesting.
This is where they did crash. Didn't they? Wow. Okay, these are
This
These
is where
guys are-
something crashed.
professionals. This is they cleaned it up.
Not denying that. We just don't know that this is your grandparents' crash site.
Right. Something weird though.
Karen said this is where a spaceship crashed. That there was something happened here.
I'd play the lottery multiple times before I gambled that 2 different spaceships, one of which didn't have anything to do with your grandparents, also crashed out here.
And Sean, I wasn't ignoring you. I saw your hand raised there. Was there something you wanted to add?
I was going to offer Lilith's archaeology talent to go
okay.
and possibly see if there was anything that would not be terrestrial, but it was answered by Karen. So
Gotcha.
fuck you, Chappy GPT.
So, yeah. Okay. How fast can we get to San Francisco?
225 miles per hour from the Mojave. You do the fucking geometry, bitch.
couple more hours.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
2 or 3 tops.
Okay.
If it goes without saying, but I'm just putting it on the record. I am keeping that glass. That may come in handy later.
Super glass.
Furious.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Hop back in our private jet.
By the time you guys get into San Francisco, it's later in the evening, probably around 9 o'clock.
Perfect.
Do you want to scout out the area in the evening?
Yes.
You want to go? Okay.
Nighttime,
Yeah.
we do it.
Yeah, because we're drenched in black, so I can create a viewing deck for everyone to go out and look down at the facility, and we can talk to Karen or do whatever, but we can hover miles above if we want or get closer.
Okay. Well, the San Francisco Historic District is a place that's steeped in maritime history, and it's a testament to the city's industrial roots. It's a labyrinth of narrow alleys and towering warehouses, and a place where shadows play tricks on the mind and echoes of the past seem to linger around every corner. The district itself is a place of contrasts. On one hand, there are the grand warehouses that tower 6 stories tall, imposing brick giants that have stood over a century and symbols of the city's industrial might. But on the other hand, there are the one-story warehouses, their windows boarded up and their walls crumbling, eerie relics of a bygone era. As you kind of float through the district, the smells of salt water and diesel mingle in the air, and the sound of seagulls and ship horns can be heard off in the distance. It's a place that seems to exist outside of time, where ghosts of long-dead sailors and merchants still wander the streets, searching for something that they lost long ago. The area in question is located in a back alley within the district. It's an unassuming building, almost invisible to the casual observer. It's a plain brick facade, and a nondescript entrance betrays nothing of the dangerous secrets that are potentially lurking within these walls. It's a place of darkness and secrecy where the forces of science and technology are harnessed for unknown purposes. It's a place where the lines between right and wrong are blurred, and the fate of the world may hang in the balance, and those that dare venture inside may find themselves caught up in a web of intrigue and danger, unsure of who to trust and where to turn. As you approach the alley, it seems like any other in the area, nondescript, unassuming, and easy to miss if you're not looking for it. And there's two ways to enter the alley from the street. I'll pull up the map here for you.
All that shit you said was real creepy. We're still doing this? I mean, I'm sorry. Cut your losses, bud.
Yeah, can you repeat all that? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
There's two ways to enter the alley from the street. And I kind of put you guys in the bigger area of the alley there. There's a small building that separates the two smaller alleyways that lead to the larger alley at the back. So there's this building here, there's this alley that you guys have you positioned right here, and then a smaller alley right here. The building in the middle here looks abandoned, and it's got broken windows and peeling paint, and the smell of decay and mildew wafts from the building, making you want to hold your breath as you get close to it. There's a few workers down the left alley up in this area right here, and they're all dressed in bright yellow jumpsuits, smoking and laughing on a small docking bay. They seem to be enjoying their break, and you can't help but wonder what they do in the facility that requires such specialized attire.
Is that a 7-Eleven?
It looks like it, yeah. 7-Eleven, an old 7-Eleven right there. You notice a few workers down the opposite alley here on the right. Two more men dressed in the same yellow jumpsuits leaning against a large metal shipping container. They're deep in conversation, but you can't make out what they're saying from where you're at. And off on the far end, back here down the alley, you see a large gate that conceals an entrance right back in here. And then there's two more guards dressed in yellow, just barely visible through the dust that floats through the alley.
Okay, one, it's called a 712, evidently. And are we not we're not floating anymore? Are we landed?
Yeah, you can still be floating. Yeah, it's no problem.
Karen, did you get a scan of the sarcophagus I was in?
Yes.
Can you scan to see if there are any more sarcophaguses like that in the area?
It seems to me like there is something blocking my scanning capabilities in this area. I can sense everything around this building, but this area here in the back is completely
So where
blocked
the gate is, like
to
where
me.
the gate is in the back, you cannot scan.
The gate in the back and this whole area up on the northern edge up here.
Well, I guess we know where we're going, boys. And girls.
Thank you. If we're still floating or still hovering, Nyx is going to suggest that she reach down and we or just she just picks up these agents from above, snatch them, and that way we don't have to worry about it. We can just leave them up here as we land or do whatever, or I can encapsulate them. I'm just thinking of if we're going in there now.
As soon as we do that, it'll alert to whatever's inside that building.
Yeah, this is.
That we're here.
Yeah, this is Nyx saying like this. If we're going in now, then
If you can take care of all of them at once, that's fine.
No. I can get rid of 2 to 3 depending on my dice rolls.
I was going to say I could possibly neutralize them all at once, but it also depends. Or maybe we could.
I have an idea.
Getting the full view of like the top of the roof here, but
What's your idea?
Oh, getting a whole view of the rooftop's good, but broken glass. I mean, anytime somebody hears that, you wonder, what the fuck? We could just cause a little distraction. March right on in.
We can shatter the 712 sign.
Yeah.
Does Karen have
Oh shit!
have
Our
any
coffee
idea-
spot is ruined. What?
Does Karen have any idea what is blocking her sensors?
No.
it'd be some sort of interference. They probably have some sort of jamming system. They're, I'm sure, up to no good.
Cutter, can you tell what's going on? Is it something like that was blocking my powers?
Oh, these are manufacturers of high levels of technology. I'm certain that they would have something that would.
Meaning they could have something that would block my powers as soon as I walked in that building.
It's absolutely possible.
Because they are expecting Skrulls.
They are expecting you also to be neutralized already, but it is more than likely that they would have backups.
They already expected you by now.
Yes, it's been a day since
They already expected Colin, you should have been there in a sarcophagus delivered to them by dog people. So
Meaning they've got things that can block my powers as soon as I walk in that building.
well, they kind of or they assume that the sarcophagus had done its job and you weren't a problem once you're in there.
Yes.
True.
Similar to how the room in my storage unit
Okay.
for my father. You know.
I want to do a little test first. I want to go invisible and jump outside the black tube onto the top of the building and see what happens.
Okay, which building?
They are all either to the north or above the 5
Mm-hmm.
on top of that.
Right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Because over here it looks like it's like
Tall building.
It's a little taller there, yeah.
Yeah, but on top of the 5, you said Karen wasn't getting anything off of that either, correct?
Right.
Be ready in case they detect me.
All right, now are you flying down there?
I will be invisible and I will, web myself down there. I'll fly down there with the suit.
Okay. Make a agility feat.
Karma.
Wow.
Oh,
One. Natural one. out of 100.
So you just like trip off the
Yeah.
platform
Face
and fall onto the tin roof.
For what it's worth, I told you guys a distraction would work.
This is a distraction.
Definitely
Not
going
Luckily,
to
I don't
work.
have to
Neither
spend
looking
10
for
karma
it.
on that.
What the hell?
Karma ain't gonna
What
help
are the
you on
chances? 1%.
that.
Yeah.
No, he still has to spend 10 because he called it, right? Is
He
that
does have to
Yeah.
spend 10.
Luckily,
Yeah.
Okay,
I have
just making sure.
He's got to spend 10 to smack his ass on the
Uh-huh.
top of a
Yeah, critically
They're gonna
failed.
know I'm there no matter what, guys.
Yeah. So what you said actually does happen as he goes over the edge. He trips over that banister that you created to keep everybody safe. He's not used to it being there.
Why did you put
Oh
that?
God! And you throw the thrusters on to kind of help right yourself, but it catapults you down towards the 5. You hit the 5 and end up in the trash bin off to the side,
Real comedy of errors here.
which
Oh.
immediately alerts these guys on the platform over here to your presence, and then the 2 guys off in the alleyway now.
And I
walk out as well.
poke my head out of the trash bin and go, "Hi, what happened?"
That is fucking hilarious.
And the 3 guys from the platform now come down into the main area and begin to surround the other 2 guys on the other side of this bin on the opposite
Mhm.
alley. Come into here, and they have you completely surrounded.
Yeah, of course they do.
Uh,
Are we rolling now for
I think
initiative?
that's probably maybe what
I
we're gonna
would
do. Yeah.
think so.
Shit. That just couldn't have gone any worse.
Exactly. I am so sorry, guys.
Shit is insane.
Fuck.
I'll let you guys go first, and then I'll roll for the others here.
Ooh, I rolled well.
Nice job, people.
God damn it! The one time I rolled well, you all.
Oh, shit.
You're still gonna be better than me. I have a 1 for initiative, +1.
Yeah, I have it too.
Somebody roll a 1 for initiative?
Like it.
Yeah, sure did.
Wow, you rolled well or shitty for the aim agents.
All right, so Cuddle Bear, what's your plus?
+3.
I thought you rolled a 1, Colin.
No, I rolled a 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, what's your plus?
Yeah. 1.
Shatter.
It's +1 now, finally.
Yay!
So did that thing.
Welcome.
Thanks.
+3, please.
All right. So, Cuddle Bear, you're top of the list.
All right. First off, let's roll for multiple actions. My fighting is remarkable. We'll call karma for that. 37 become with a 10 will get me green. Jesus. Actually, yeah. So that I think it just gives me the 1 extra.
Green, yeah. Mhm.
So we'll just kind of shake his head and since we were traveling, I guess I think I would be. Well, no, I'll just armor up and kind of take to the air. I'm gonna kind of be about here, I guess, above these guys.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to, since I don't have certainly any of these extra talent, I guess I'm going to first I'm going to give myself marksmanship.
All right.
I'll call him for that. 65, dude. That's deep yellow, so I'll have that for a while. then that'll be my first action.
All right. Spider-Wasp, you are in the trash bin.
Yes.
And these guys have surrounded you, and they're all like, "Stop right there! What are you doing?"
I will roll for multiple karma.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'll take that. I don't need to take it to the red. The yellow gives me 3. I will. Yeah, I will do puppetry, mind control on the guy closest to me to attack the closest, the one right below him. And I will call karma. And I needed it. That'll be green.
The guy closest to you, right here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. Yes.
All right. So he's gonna roll 4. Hey, you got a 1.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
You got him.
Yeah. And I want
What do you
him
want
to
him to do?
attack the guy. That guy right there.
Right there. Okay.
Mhm.
So he is around the corner and has the gun trained on you, and he
Mhm.
immediately just turns 180 and takes a shot at the AIM agent directly behind him.
Good.
You got a yellow. That's an 84.
Well, I say him in my shot.
At least he rolled well for me.
All right. So that does 10 points damage there on him. All right, so he just takes a shot at him, and it hits him. He's got armor on, so this uniform that he's got soaks up part of that, but it kind of sends him back up against the wall. And I think we go to the guy that's across from him, who now sees that his buddy has shot his other buddy. And he's like, 7, what are you doing? And 7 is completely under your control, or you're just making him do that?
It says the target mind retains awareness but cannot control the body.
He's like, I don't know. I don't know. Shatter.
Question, because you usually do this, but I'm just curious. Did you send us a pop-up, or is there a pop-up of what these guys, a big version of these guys that we can see?
Oh, I can do that for you, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see something real quick.
Is that a glass visor question?
It may be.
I'm sure
it's
there's
a
some
mind-
sort of glass armor.
It's a
on it.
mind your business question. Okay. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
they have a nice green glass visor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely maybe what I was asking. So yeah, I actually, because they're all trained on him, I walk up over here behind the nearest guy to me, and I actually tap him with my tentacle. And wait for him to turn around, and then first it just crackles like ping, and then it goes and straight back into the face and eyes.
All right.
Here's something for your face, motherfucker.
And I'll call karma.
Ooh,
Nope. Yeah, I don't want to push my luck here. So I'm 10 will take it to red anyway. It's gonna So yeah, it's red. Because I have to spend the 10. So it's a red.
Damage on that?
Okay. God damn it.
What's your
I cannot
damage
remember
there?
how that's going. How's that?
What's your power rank?
Yeah, it was
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. Yes. Yeah. Amazing.
Okay. All right.
amazing to your face.
So you tap him on the shoulder. He spins around with the gun pointed at you, and his visor breaks, and then shatters inward, and then just a torrent of blood just sprays out the front, and he just falls over.
Fantastic.
And we're gonna roll endurance for this poor little fella.
Welcome to blindness.
Oh,
Please call karma.
Oh,
They're evil. I don't think they
Oh.
have karma.
Yeah, he's not doing so
Wow.
Oh, shit.
All over the place on the rolling this evening.
There
he
goes the
gets to
karma.
continue. He gets to continue to roll. He ain't dead yet, but he is down for the count for sure.
Which one
Oh,
was
God.
that? I don't see. Which one was it?
It's this guy right here.
Okay.
Because of the green glass, man. It does wacky things. So good luck with the other ones.
Oh, there he is. Okay, now I
There
see
we
the effect.
Although you have incapacity. Oh, is that dead or incapacity?
That's yeah. That's
Yep.
That looks
That's dying.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we go to the
Oh.
next little fella who was the one that just got shot, and just out of instinct he shoots.
What are you doing to me?
He shoots his pal.
Me, I'll
Good
shoot.
instinct.
Or does
Oh, he beats better.
Yeah, he misses. So we go to the next one, who takes a shot. Now that there's gunfire going on in the alleyway, he just randomly fires at Spider-Wasp. I got an 8, so
Wow.
missed. It went right over your head.
I ducked down into the trash can.
Stormtroopers over here.
Right.
Yes.
The aim agent directly across from Spider-Wasp right here also takes a shot. Got another bite.
Ow.
A miss.
That is crazy.
I just want to point out that
Yeah.
I just went back and checked. The entire night, nobody has rolled a natural green. It has been reds and whites and reds.
Yes. There we
Oh.
go.
right,
Someone
there-
did.
There's
Hey,
your
there
first
it
hit.
It took a 70 to get a.
Yeah, exactly. The aim agents apparently suck.
What's your armor?
I am suited up, so it is. Hold on. Remarkable.
Okay, all right. So you take the hit.
I'm remarkable for the suit,
Mhm.
but I have monstrous normal body armor.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, the suit soaks it. It hits you dead center and soaks it. And these are shooting out like some sort of like almost like a plasma blast
Okay.
from the look of it.
Okay.
Nyx, your turn.
Awesome. All right. So, which are the ones that have not acted? These two, or
I think at this point all of them have.
they've all gone? I thought there
Yep.
were a couple below me.
The one below you was the one that was being controlled.
And the one that's dying, I assume.
And then the one that's dying, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Multiple actions. 80. And it's based on my agility or my fighting's incredible. So 80 on incredible. It's yellow.
Good.
That's 3 actions total.
And you're incredible, yes?
Yeah.
For your fighting, yes.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's the one that last fired on Spider-Wasp?
That would be, I think it was this one. Nope, this one right here.
This one?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to eject the dark matter from my hand and extend it and wrap around him and try and yank him up.
Okay. So you're above them, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll put
I'm
you
still
about
on
right
the
over
I'm still
here.
on the thingy, but I just kind of moved over to the side.
There you go.
All right. And what is that? That's agility, right? Or my power?
I'd use your power rank.
Okay. That is a yellow at 72.
Okay. And are you intending to do damage with that?
No, I just want to get him up to the platform that we flew in on.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so that's no problem. Yeah. You just yank him up.
Okay.
And then multiple actions.
I'm not going to let go of the tentacle, by the way.
Okay.
So he's still going to be wrapped in whatever it is. So
Right.
that will kick in poison next round.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So, Cuddle Bear, do you have other actions?
I have one more.
Okay.
I will take a shot at the aim agent kind of directly in front / below me from the pulsar thing in the armor. I will call karma for that.
Okay.
It's so rare that I get to shoot people.
And that's going after this guy, right?
Oh, wait, I didn't see. Yes.
Yeah.
So 83 becomes 93 on amazing. That is red.
And what's the damage on that?
It is, I think it's like excellent or something like that.
Okay.
The pulsar blast is, yeah, excellent.
All right.
But also possible kill. Well, I guess if it does damage, that's the damage, I think.
Yeah. And then we'll roll his endurance. And that's a white. All right. Yeah. So he's out.
Fast. Marksmanship, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Spider-Wasp, you got another one?
Yes, I actually have two.
Mhm.
So the two that are still this guy right there.
Mhm.
I'm going to use gravity manipulation on him,
Mhm.
and he no longer feels gravity, so he flies up into the stratosphere.
Okay.
And we'll call karma on that. And we'll take it to yellow.
All right. Whee! He's out of there.
Yep.
Shatter, you don't have any more, right?
No, I didn't do. I am. I'm still nervous about doing that.
All right. Nyx.
Which agent last fired or last did something? Was it the one between the dead people, the dying people, or is it these two? Yeah, one's still controlled, right?
This one's still controlled, yeah. So I guess it would be this one here would have been the last one.
Okay. Gonna yank him up as well.
Okay.
Well, that would be a 10.
All right.
So I just like kiss him on the cheek. Son of a bitch.
Spider-Wasp, back to you.
That guy right there, same thing. Gravity manipulation.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Karma. Ooh, I'm good with that one. Yeah, that's a green.
Bump it to a green. Whee! He's out. The Nyx.
Well, the one that's not controlled, I'm going to try and yoink him up.
Okay.
Karma. Of course, I don't need it. 60. 70, which would be deep, middle yellow, early yellow.
Yep, no problem. He can't do anything. You got him. Zip.
Okie dokie.
And then that's the end of that round. So we go back to Cuddle Bear.
Looking around, everyone's pretty much looks like they've been dealt with for the most part. Actually, let me go ahead and roll for multiple actions first. We'll call karma. Okay, get out of the way. The 71 on remarkable is yellow, just barely yellow.
Okay.
So I think that's still 2.
Mm-hmm.
So First, I'm gonna fly down to the guy that I just blasted and make sure he's not like for real dead. Since I saw him drop like a stack of bricks.
Not from dead,
Make,
right?
make a reason feat and pat him on the head.
All right, I'll kind of lick his face there, and I'll 61
With your metal tongue.
Yeah, I'll de-armor it for that. Since
right.
it doesn't look like there's really any kind of threats right now. But yeah, that's yellow.
All right, he is no longer dying. So that's your action for the first.
Yep.
Spider-Wasp.
I will go ahead and roll for multiple. Karma.
Ouch.
Yeah, we'll take it to yellow for 3.
Okay.
Just in case. The guy that I had control of,
Yep.
yeah, he's going to go wee. Karma. Take it to yellow.
All right. Whee! He's gone.
Are you
Shatter.
just chucking them into the fucking atmosphere? Or like,
Yes, I am.
Launched
Yes,
him.
that is what is happening.
that's like shooting bullets in the air. They're gonna come down.
And they're gonna hurt.
Somewhere.
No,
Somewhere.
probably right around here.
No, the Earth is going to move enough.
Yeah, they have to
Be
go
elsewhere.
rotation of the Earth.
Sure,
Coriolis
yeah.
Do you not
You
understand
chuck them in-
physics?
Into the stratosphere, sure.
Not a damn carousel.
Now you're questioning my methodology.
I'm
and
just
having
wondering if
issue
you're going to
with
lose your
that.
karma when they finally hit the ground.
That's what I'm rolling for
That's a-
right now.
That's a
Like,
game
I'm just saying. At least I toss my people into the fucking ocean.
or the water, yeah.
I don't know where I'm tossing them.
Exactly.
But you don't know where they landed, but
Exactly.
All of a sudden, you feel less of a superhero.
All of a sudden, I have no karma.
all right. So at this point, I think the battle has ended.
Well, I got these two guys.
You got those
sitting
two
on the
guys, yeah.
platform, so I don't
Yeah.
know what they're doing.
We might need them to let us into the building, like if there's like a retinal scan or some
Yeah, I
bullshit.
mean, I was gonna like encapsulate them into a deadly sarcophagus, but well, yeah, sure, we could figure out how to.
No need for sarcophaguses.
Yeah, we might need them to get to like for easier access. They might have
Now
like,
the tendrils are starting to burn them at this point, right?
Yeah, this would be the first round, so I need to take a remarkable endurance feat.
Okay.
well, they do have some armor, right? Or I guess it needs to be armor.
Yeah. It will probably eat through it, yes. Okay, so that's
So I will telepathically to next be like, hey, say to them in case we need them to. Oh god.
Oh,
Hmm.
jeez.
In case we need them to enter this place. I mean,
yeah,
actually.
you're going to mentally interrogate them.
Oh no, I was just saying to Nix to like not make sure not to kill them in case we need them to for some sort of access.
Hmm.
I will let go of the tendrils, but it looks like they failed. So
It's
they
eating
will-
through the armor, so
yeah. They'll take a remarkable damage.
okay.
I don't know if that reduces the armor by remarkable, if it's a material strength issue or what.
Yeah, it definitely ate through the armor and is now eating into them.
And I will say, duly noted in my head to the cat.
And then bring them down. Let's go in. Let's go into this place.
Is there a camera down there by chance?
Yes. There's
You
a
know?
camera right back in here.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, maybe not right to the door then. Or I could
Yeah.
just kind of poke my head in real quick too.
Yeah. I mean, the camera hasn't seen much of. It's seen shatter, and that's about it. You.
I mean,
And now, yeah, there's Shatter. It's
Hello.
the Shatter now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, so were you phasing in? Did I hear that?
Yeah, I'll just phase in. Take
Okay.
a little bit. Meow.
As you are phasing in, let me see if I can pull you into something else here.
Jumped in.
You enter into a long hallway with a pair of doors on the left and right. One of those appears to be like a locker room that holds more of the yellow outfits of the agents, the ones that they were wearing outside. And the other one is a security room that has video monitors that go throughout the facility and the alley out back.
Okay. And these guys are at the end of the hallway here.
Yep. So you see two individuals in the hallway there. One is a female. Let's see here. The corridor itself is dimly lit with only a few emergency lights casting a greenish glow on the metal walls. The grating beneath your feet kind of has that kind of greenish glow to it as well, adding to the already tense atmosphere. Before you, you see a woman in yellow and gray, and her outfit has hints of metal here and there. She wears a bullet-shaped helmet that allows her flowing blonde hair to escape out the sides. And her companion, what can only be described as a hulking griffin-like creature with a lion's head and giant red wings, flexes his talons and spreads his wings ever so slightly.
Face back out. Face back out.
Yeah. Go ahead and pop back out. And well, they don't see me, right?
They have not spotted you yet.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and just kind of back out and relay what I've seen to the rest of the crew.
Okay.
Nyx will drop the two AIM agents towards where between Shatter and Cuddlebear, but they will be on these black strings, and they're like kind of like walking them towards the door.
Weekend at Bernie style.
Yeah, totally Weekend at Bernie's.
And they are kind of out of it at this point because of the damage that they've taken. They are semi-conscious.
What is this door like? Is it like we see like a grate kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a big metal gate.
And
Can you see through it?
No, it's solid on the backside.
Okay.
There's like a control panel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a skillet, not a grill.
Yeah, see if these guys have a, keypad or whatever. Not keypad.
Yeah, there's like a kind of a metal like pad on the side of their gloves that kind of has a couple of little lights that kind of coincide with the lights that are on the keypad on the outside of the building.
Excellent. Well, that's how you guys can get in.
You ask them that?
Oh no, I was just I was telling them, I was like, I think this is how you guys can get in. There's only two guards that I can see.
So we just need to open the gate.
Yes.
Can you do it? Or should I do it?
Yeah, I mean, use them.
Well, I can't make them speak or do anything. I could just...
Yeah, we'll just open it and bum rush these guys.
Okay, so how do we open it? Is there like a screen?
Did
or
you
like,
see any
that's what I'm saying.
sarcophagus in there?
No, from what I could see, it was just the hallway and like what looks like locker rooms. There were two individuals, and I described them that were a little.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, I figured I'd come back for reinforcements.
Okay.
Shatter looks up at Nix and is like, Nix, turn these guys upside down. Let's see what falls out of the pockets. See if there's a key card or a key or something.
I don't think they have pockets, but sure.
Or whatever.
Whoa.
You know. Anything they may have on them. I forgot.
All of a sudden, one of their foots fall off. Oh, jeez. Let them
Give me a minute.
I forgot.
There's some spare
think
change
they have
that
it.
falls out.
I'm gonna roll mind control on one of them
Uh-huh.
and tell him to enter the code for the gate.
Thank you.
And
I'll
I
turn that
will
one
call
right
karma
side up.
on that.
You turn him upside right.
Jesus
Right side
Christ.
up. Yeah. Oh, come on.
I got a green.
Damn, Colin.
Okay.
I know.
He wearily holds his arm up that has the pad on the side and puts it up against the keypad on the exterior, and the gate slides open.
Yeah, I was assuming that was all I needed. You just puppeted him.
I didn't know if it was like a voice, like, hello, sir, I'm here to come back in the. I don't know. I'm up in the fucking air on a flying black saucer.
I'm gonna grab him and bring him along with me as I walk in.
All
All
right.
right, I'll dissipate the saucer and leave the other dude and like laying against the side of
All right.
the wall, and then I'll follow the rest of them in.
All right. So you guys end up in this corridor, and you see, as I explained before, this woman in yellow and gray and this large griffin-like creature in the middle of the hallway up ahead. And once that gate opens up, they turn, and she looks at you and she says, "Who the fuck are you supposed to be?" And then her body begins to glow with a yellow energy.
I'm going
and-
to. Are we rolling initiative?
Well, since it's 10 o'clock, we'll probably leave that at the
Okay.
cliffhanger
Let's do that.
for next.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
Shadow
I'm
just
going.
steps out.
The guy that I am holding, I'm throwing at him.
Okay.
I was gonna say Shatter's shouting out human resources.
My God, I thought we were just flying to go and do reconnaissance above the facility.
No, we're going
walking in the
front.
front fucking.
And I'm sorry
Um,
if you can see the screen I'm seeing right now, and I know you can't because Tyner gave me full access to his little
Yeah.
realm for some fucking reason. He's a dick.
It's like the Get Charlotte thing where they're like, oh, we're gonna go into the Chinese bar and be subtle about it this time, and immediately fucking pick a fight.
Yeah. That's where we are right now.
To be honest, it was pretty smooth because I did not notice it as we slipped into direct combat with Bane. Oh yeah, we're just gonna try and stealth. No, we're not.
We're just gonna use the
Stuff.
guy we beat outside to get inside.
I mean, we
I'm
tried
gonna
to
use him as a
somebody
projectile.
rolled a 1 and still went
This guy.
All right. Well, you guys get 120 karma points for tonight.
Kind of.
And me, I'm gonna go pass out because I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning and on a
When
plane,
you were in Florida this morning.
and having to watch Dragon Shadow dance around the stage in gold pants.
Yeah, thank you again for coming, man.
Dude, what is with the gold pants? The last time I saw you in a play, you were wearing gold pants.
Yeah,
They're not.
gold is like my color. I've done like full body gold in like at least 3 different shows now. I'm-
Just say you want to play Rocky, dude. No, I'm just-
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's
That'd be
not a
good.
visual
That'd be
I
good.
need.
I will have to get into way better shape, but I would absolutely, I would love that. That would be a dream role.
That was I.
You could be a fat Rocky.
Yeah, I'd have to be right now.
All right, fellas. Good night. I'm gonna go to bed.
Good night,
All
gentlemen.
right.
Have at it.
Fat
All
Adam.
right.
Good to see everybody. See you in a couple weeks.
Have a good one. Had fun.
Good to see you. See ya.